Okay, let's look at 130. This is the second to last notes that we're going to have this year. Yesterday we added polynomials. What's that word polynomial mean anyway?
It means two different things.
A lot of polynomials.
Two different terms. I don't know.
Well, when you start getting a lot of terms, we stop naming them. Like if you had one term, it's a monomial. 2 is binomial. 3, trinomial. And then 4, 5, 6, 17
Binomial.
is just a polynomial. Poly means many. So when you have a lot of terms, we just quit naming them. Now on this objective, what you're going to see is we're going to put the polynomials, 2 of them, in parentheses, and in between it is going to be a subtraction sign, as opposed to yesterday where there's an addition sign.
I can do this.
Now here's the thing that's different between yesterday and today. When you have the subtraction sign left of a parenthesis, you got to distribute it. So here, this is actually a binomial. So we're going to have a binomial hugged in here. And then we have a trinomial hugged right here. So this binomial,
Plus.
subtract
Plus.
this.
You would change all the signs.
Plus 3.
So we'll change all the signs. So come down here where I kind of have it written for you.
Wait.
Oh,
Is this
thought
what
that
you
was a
guys did
plus
yesterday?
Yesterday we had a plus in between.
Thought that was.
Were you here yesterday?
If it was a minus.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. All right, so when we have our 2 polynomials or our binomial, trinomial, and they're being subtracted, what you want to do is look left here, and if this is a minus sign,
It's -1.
yeah, put a little 1 in.
So
Think
that
of it
means
as -1,
It's positive 3. Or, yeah.
and then we're going to distribute. Now this first parenthesis right here, take a look right here. Right. Do we see any number outside of it?
No, sir.
No. So it's like a 1, and if you distribute a 1, what happens?
They just stay the same.
Yeah, so I just went ahead and wrote them down here for you. But if it's a -1, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it makes that positive 2. It makes it a -2.
Yeah, so this is, what's this first one?
3.
3y5s. So put 3y5, we got plus 3y5. And then we said the -1 and the 2 makes minus 2y's.
And then equals positive 3.
And then this would be positive 3. Once you have distributed that minus sign, then CLT with your biggest piece first. So the biggest type of piece you got is a what?
3 y5 or 4 y5.
Well, yeah, the y5s,
7
both of them. The 3 and the 4 make 7 of the y5s. 7 y5s. Then you have to go, do I have any y4s,
No.
3s, or 2s?
5 2s.
One.
So the next biggest piece is just the y's, 5y, and this is minus 2y. So we got
Plus
positive
3.
3y. And then there's one number piece and it has nothing to go with,
Plus
So
3.
plus 3.
so put it in there. And that's it. And that's your answer choice D on that multiple choice above.
This is like easy.
We're going to go ahead and skip one, just make this a real quick power lesson. And skip one, we're going to do example 3 and call it good.
I love skipping
Call it. We're not even gonna do 4.
class.
No, we'll just do 3 because they're really similar.
I didn't know how to do this.
Okay, so let's look at this right here.
I heard.
All right, we've got a trinomial and then a polynomial with 4 terms. And
Yeah.
I'm subtracting it. So what I want to do is go, okay, this polynomial right here, this trinomial, do I have anything out here to distribute? No.
So it stays the same.
So I'm just going to write those 3 pieces down.
So, okay,
So I got my 6, K3, plus 9,
okay,
K2, minus 8,
okay.
4. There you go. I'll zoom out a little bit. Now, since I have a minus, though, if I had a plus in front of this parenthesis, I'm good to go. I mean, distribute a positive 1 doesn't do anything. But if I have a minus, it makes a huge difference. You have to think of it as minus 1. So this is -1. And distribute a -1 to all 4 pieces, which is going to change the sign of all 4 of those pieces. So the very first thing what you said was
7.
plus 7k's.
Minus 9k to the second.
Minus 9k2s.
Plus 9k to the fourth.
Plus 9k for 4. And then the last one is
Minus 9k to the third.
minus 9k3. And then I got to zoom out a little more, fit all that in. All right, once you have distributed that minus, then you just find,
9K4.
yeah, what's the biggest type of piece?
K3. Wait, K4.
K4. And now you have -8. Understand, this is not 8. I got -8 and positive 9.
Negative, or 1k4.
Just 1 K4.
So it could just be k4.
So it's just K4. And that's why all 4 answer choices start out with K4. Now, the biggest piece left is after K4, do you have K3s?
No, yes.
Yes.
I got 6 of them here, I got -9 of them here.
-3.
-3 K3s. Now something weird happens to the K2s. What is it?
They cancel out.
Yeah. There is no K2s because I have 9 K2s. I take 9 K2s away, so I got no K2s, so I'm not even going to write it or mention it. And then I'm down to my last piece. There's this 7K. Anything for it to go with?
B.
No, so it just goes in there, so I'm going to put plus 7K. There you go.
What do you do if there's a plus sign in the
Now, if there's a plus sign, so that's a good question. If there was a plus sign instead of a minus sign, what difference would that make?
That's
A
just the
lot.
last lesson.
Yeah. So if it was a plus
It
sign,
all stay the same.
what happens when you distribute a positive
The
one?
lines stay the
Stay
same.
the same.
Everything would stay. All these pieces would stay the same. Does that
The
make sense?
answer's just gonna be this.
So then you would just combine your like terms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
So if it's a plus sign, it's easier because you can just go, well, this just combine like terms with all the pieces that you see.
Yep.
If it's a minus sign, you have to be like, wait, I need to change all of those signs, only on this one.
So we're done with this today?
And then CLT. Yeah. Distribute your -1, and then CLT. And that is it for objective 130.